Have you ever thought about how a single trade can change the entire fate of a team? In the case of the Detroit Lions, one player that's drawing a lot of attention from fans and analysts is linebacker Malcolm Rodriguez. Amid a season where the team has established itself as one of the most promising in the NFL, speculation is growing about Rodriguez's future. Despite his talent and having been one of the defensive standouts in previous years, his role within the team is starting to be questioned. With increased competition at the linebacker position, many are starting to wonder, is the team ready to trade the player? And more importantly, what would this mean for the future of the Lions? Rodriguez came to the Lions as a major prospect, with expectations that he would be one of the defensive pillars for many years. He quickly made a name for himself with his aggressiveness and versatility within Detroit's defensive system, being considered one of the most promising linebackers in the league. However, throughout the 2024 season, his playing time decreased. While he still maintained his intensity, the linebacker was overshadowed by other players who began to stand out more, while new names emerged to fill the position. This has raised questions about what Rodriguez's future in Detroit looks like, and a trade has increasingly become a more likely possibility. The growing competition at the linebacker position is one of the main reasons why Rodriguez's trade has become a viable speculation. With the arrival of new talent and the rise of more experienced players within the team, Rodriguez's space on the roster started to shrink. While he still holds value as a defender, the reality is that the Detroit team is becoming more and more well-structured, and the team needs to be strategic in managing its depth in certain positions. If the Detroit coaching staff feels that the linebacker position is adequately covered and that trading a player like Rodriguez could bring valuable returns, he may be placed on the market. Rodriguez still has a lot to offer. His versatility on the field, combined with his aggressiveness, makes him a highly desired defender by several NFL teams. For teams looking to bolster their defensive line with a dynamic linebacker, trading Rodriguez could be a perfect opportunity. Furthermore, his relatively affordable contract makes him even more attractive for teams facing salary cap challenges. Since he has shown that he can play in different defensive schemes, it's possible that he could fit perfectly with multiple teams looking for a piece with those qualities. At the same time, the Lions know that any trade involving Rodriguez needs to be carefully planned. The linebacker still has a lot of potential, and his departure could be a significant loss for the team, especially if the replacements don't live up to expectations. However, when analyzing the roster and the team's needs for 2025, the Lions may choose to trade the player in exchange for something more valuable. If the franchise decides that the offensive line or the secondary needs further reinforcements, or if there's an opportunity to acquire future draft picks, trading Rodriguez could be a smart move to maximize the available resources. Now, let's think about what the Lions could seek in a trade for Malcolm Rodriguez. One option could be to try to reinforce the offensive line, an area that has been one of the franchise's priorities in recent years. Although the team has talented players on the offensive line, a trade could provide an experienced player or a high-quality prospect to help further strengthen this sector. Another possibility would be to look for more depth at the quarterback position or the secondary, areas where the Lions may also be in search of new options. Either way, trading a player like Rodriguez would open up space for the team to make those strategic additions. If the trade actually happens, the impact on the Lions' defense would be significant. While the team does have other competent linebackers, Rodriguez has always been seen as the engine driving the intensity of the defense. His departure would mean the team would have to rely even more on players occupying the linebacker position, such as Alex Anzalone or even Jack Campbell, who's entering his second year in the NFL. These players have shown quality, but none of them possess the all-around game that Rodriguez has. The trade could force the Lions to reassess their defensive depth, and depending on how the team reinforces itself, this could either be a major blow to the defense or an opportunity to evolve. Moreover, the departure of Malcolm Rodriguez could open the door for other younger or less experienced players to gain more playing time and develop their potential. A good example of this would be Derek Barnes, who has shown flashes of solid performance and could take advantage of a bigger opportunity on the field. Even if the trade brings challenges, it could also open up new possibilities for the defense's younger players to show their worth. What the Lions would need to ensure is that, if Rodriguez is traded, the defense doesn't suffer a decline in performance due to a lack of experience or leadership. The reality is that the NFL trade market is always in motion, and often unexpected deals happen. The value of Malcolm Rodriguez goes beyond his on-field abilities. It also lies in his competitive mindset and leadership style. This type of player is always sought after by teams looking to boost their collective spirit and competitiveness. However, the Lions will need to weigh all options carefully before making any decisions. Trading Rodriguez could be a risky move, but if done correctly, it could lead to significant benefits for the team in the long term. For other NFL teams, trading Malcolm Rodriguez could be an excellent opportunity. Teams in need of a versatile linebacker, one who can both cover the run game and pressure the quarterback, might see Rodriguez as the ideal solution for their defenses. The league is full of teams looking to strengthen their defensive lines with players who bring intensity and leadership. And for many of these teams, the linebacker from the Lions could be the perfect reinforcement. His age and experience also mean that he still has many years of high-level football ahead of him, making him a highly attractive target in the trade market. However, Lions fans may feel divided about the idea of losing a player like Malcolm Rodriguez. He's not just a player with great potential, but also one who has connected well with the fan base. His intensity and determination have always been a reflection of the competitive spirit of the franchise. Losing Rodriguez could leave a hole in Detroit's defense, but it could also open the door for new opportunities. The balance between the team's immediate needs and long-term potential will determine whether or not he will be traded. With all these variables at play, the expectation is that the decision regarding Rodriguez's future will unfold over the coming months as the Lions prepare for the future. Trading him might not just be a change in the roster, but a strategic move to shape the team towards continued success in the league. If the Lions decide that the time is right to make a beneficial trade, the move could be a huge step towards strengthening the team significantly. And for Detroit fans, it will be just another one of the many stories that will be part of this exciting journey toward the top of the NFL. If you enjoyed this detailed analysis on the future of Malcolm Rodriguez and want to keep up with all the moves of the Lions, don't forget to subscribe to Lions News Fan Report. Stay tuned for more exclusive information and analyses about the future of our team.